Urgent Chicago Bears fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Chicago Bears updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Bears fans, it's time to talk about something that's been on everyone's mind lately: what's going on with the team's running back situation. We all know that the Bears have been looking for that consistent, game-changing presence in the backfield for quite some time. It's been an ongoing saga, trying to find the right mix, the right guy to carry the load, to be that reliable weapon that defenses have to respect. And let's be honest, it's a critical piece of the puzzle when it comes to making this team truly competitive again. Everyone's been watching, speculating, wondering if this is finally the year the Bears land that veteran running back who can bring stability and explosiveness to their offense. Now, there's a lot of chatter about some of the big names out there, especially Nick Chubb, who's been the main focus for many fans and analysts. Chubb, a proven superstar with Cleveland, is a player that every team would love to have: powerful, consistent, and a true workhorse. But lately, there's been another name that's starting to gain some traction in the conversation, and that's J.K. Dobbins from the Los Angeles Chargers. Yes, Dobbins, the guy who showed flashes of brilliance early in his career with the Baltimore Ravens before suffering some serious injuries, is now being linked to the Bears in a big way. And honestly, that's a fascinating development. It's not just idle speculation. Some experts believe Dobbins could be a perfect fit for Chicago's needs. So, what makes J.K. Dobbins such an intriguing option for the Bears? Well, it's a combination of his talent, recent performance, and the potential for a one-year gamble that could pay huge dividends. Let's back up a little and look at his journey. Dobbins was a standout at Ohio State, where he was known for his explosiveness, vision, and ability to break tackles. When he entered the NFL, expectations were sky-high. Early on, he showed that he could be a real threat, rushing for over 800 yards in his rookie year with Baltimore, and then, in 2021, he was well on his way to becoming the Ravens' primary back before injuries derailed his progress. And here's the important part: after suffering a torn ACL and a ruptured Achilles, many wondered if Dobbins could ever return to his previous form. The injuries are significant, and they've historically been a big obstacle for many players trying to get back to their peak. But Dobbins didn't give up. Last season, with the Chargers, he showed that he still has that burst, that agility, and that ability to make defenders miss. He carried the ball 195 times for 905 yards, which is a career high, and scored 9 touchdowns, tying his personal best. And what's impressive is that he averaged 4.6 yards per carry, showing efficiency and explosiveness when healthy. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. NFL insiders and analysts, including Jeffrey Chadiha of NFL Network, have been speculating that Dobbins could be a prime target for the Bears, especially on a short-term deal. Why? Because he's one of the few remaining free agent running backs who has both the talent and the upside to be a real game-changer. And the best part? A one-year deal could serve as a prove-it contract, where Dobbins can show he's fully healthy and capable of handling a heavy workload. If he does, Chicago could have a true difference-maker on their hands, someone who, if he stays healthy, could put up big numbers and help propel the Bears' offense into a new dimension. And let's not forget the context of the current roster. Chicago has some promising pieces in the backfield already. DeAndre Swift, who was acquired last season and showed flashes of brilliance, is expected to be a key part of the offense. Plus, rookies like Roscoe Johnson and Kyle Manengai are eager to prove themselves. But adding a veteran like Dobbins could bring a lot of stability and leadership. He's got that experience of carrying the load in the NFL, and he's proven that he can be effective when healthy. Now, of course, there are questions. The injury history is a concern, and no one is denying that. But sometimes, in the NFL, you have to take calculated risks to get a player who has the talent to change the game. The Bears front office, led by Ryan Poles and head coach Matt Eberflus, will have to weigh whether Dobbins' upside outweighs the injury risk. And if they decide to pounce, it could be a move that changes the entire dynamic of their offense. Imagine a scenario where Dobbins, healthy and motivated, takes on the role of the lead back in Chicago. With Justin Fields under center, a reliable running game could open up the entire offense. Fields' ability to run and throw makes him a dual threat, but having a solid ground game keeps defenses honest. Dobbins' ability to hit the hole quickly and break off big runs can turn drives into touchdowns and keep the clock moving, something the Bears desperately need as they try to climb the NFC standings. But let's consider the bigger picture here. Chicago's management is known for being patient and strategic. They might decide to wait until training camp to see how their current backs perform, assessing whether they need to make a move for a veteran. That's a smart approach. Sometimes, the best moves are made in August when you see how everyone is shaping up. But the risk is that if Dobbins signs elsewhere or if another team offers him a better deal, the Bears might miss out on that chance to land a proven talent. There's also the aspect of fit. Dobbins' skill set aligns well with the Bears' offensive philosophy. Chicago has been emphasizing a balanced attack, and a back like Dobbins, who can run between the tackles, catch out of the backfield, and make plays in space, fits perfectly. Plus, with the offensive line improving and the coaching staff eager to develop a versatile attack, Dobbins could thrive in this environment. Now, it's worth mentioning that the Bears aren't just looking for a stopgap. They want someone who can step in and be a cornerstone for the next few seasons. If Dobbins impresses in training camp and stays healthy, he could become a key piece of their puzzle. And if he doesn't, the depth they already have, like Johnson and Menengai, gives them some insurance, which is critical in the NFL where injuries are inevitable. So, what does all this mean for the future? Well, for Bears fans, it's an exciting time. The team has been building steadily over the past few seasons, and now, with a few strategic moves, they could take that next step. Landing a player like J.K. Dobbins isn't just about adding another running back, it's about making a statement that the Bears are serious about competing. It's about signaling to the league and to their fans that they're not just content to be a rebuilding team, they want to be contenders, and they're willing to gamble on talent to get there. And of course, this entire conversation is fueled by the hope that Dobbins can stay healthy and prove that he's still the explosive, game-changing back he was in college and early in his NFL career. If he does, the Bears' offense will be a lot more dangerous. Think about the possibilities: a dynamic rushing attack, play-action opportunities, and a defense that's already improving. All of this could come together if they make the right move at the right time. Ultimately, there's no official word yet, nothing set in stone, but the rumors and buzz are real, and they're pointing toward a very interesting offseason for Chicago's running game. The team's front office has a lot to consider, but one thing's clear: they're exploring all options, and J.K. Dobbins is very much on their radar. Whether they sign him now or wait to see how things unfold, this is a story that Bears fans should keep their eyes on because it could be a game-changer for the upcoming season. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Dobbins can be that difference maker? Would you prefer the team to prioritize other positions in free agency or the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters to us and to the future of this team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with even more updates, rumors, and analysis on everything happening with the Chicago Bears. Stay tuned, stay excited, and let's see what the next chapter holds for this promising franchise.